Hey guys, Matt from Toast MTG here, and it's all about the brew. It's Thursday, which means it's brew time. Now, over the past week, I had some amazing Boros decks in, so many this week. Absolutely amazing decks. Scatman, Ethan, Tyler Palmese with a great Boros Ghostly Prison deck. Dan Acton, Tim Hart, James Carr, and there was many more that I just cannot name everyone. But those were all caught my eye. But the winner that I've chosen, well, it's not a winner because you're all winners. That's a wrong phrase I'm saying there. The deck that I've chosen this week to highlight is a Jan, aka Sunrunner. It was your deck, mate, your Boros Deflect deck. Absolutely love the deck. Looked really fun to play and definitely something that I would definitely be interested in. I've always wanted to use Deflecting Palm. The deck's obviously not... I think it's based around Deflecting Palm, but it's not too bad. It's a Boros aggro deck, but it uses Deflecting Palm and lots of other deflecting spells as well. I just thought it was a really fun deck. So, let's have a look at the deck. Jan does say, or Sunrunner, I'll call you Sunrunner. Sunrunner does say that the deck is pretty defensive in some situations as well, but overall it is a fast, aggressive deck. So let's start looking at the creatures. They're all four of, so it's got 4 creatures, 4 of each. Starting off with Goblin Guide. Aggro decks, red, Goblin Guide springs to mind in Modern. 2-2 with haste. When it attacks, defending player reveals the top card of his library. If it's a land, they get to put it in their hand. But you get a 2-2 for 1 attacking on turn 1 potentially. So that is what, the downside of it is. But, it's not a downside. It's a great card. You can put, you're coming in for 2 damage straight away. The next card is a Ceridon Yearling. I'd never even seen this card before. 2-2, Vigilance and Haste. Vigilance is obviously very good in red as well, because, it's not too heard of. Red and white. It's a 2-2, just attack straight away, putting more pressure on. The next 4 of is a Boros Reknar. Quite a few decks have Boros Reknar in. I mean, that's just brilliant, because Boros Reknar is a classy card. I used to absolutely love that in Gatecrash. When it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target creature or player. You can pay one over red or white and give it first strike to end a turn. And it's a 3-3 for you either pay a mixture of red and white, 3 red, 3 or whatever you want. But yeah, Boros Reknar is an absolutely brilliant card. The next 4 of is from Eventide. It's a card called Balefire Liege. It's 2-4, costs 2 and either a red or a white, 3 of them as well. So the total mana cost is 5. Other red creatures you control get 1-1. Other white creatures you control get +1-1 also. Whenever you play a red spell, Balefire Liege deals 3 damage to target player. And there's quite a few red spells in here. Whenever you play a white spell, you gain 3 life. So there's quite a few red and white spells. So you're going to be triggering off with the Balefire Liege. I really like that. It has to be dealt with very quickly. Someone says, if it's not handled with it, obviously this is part of the win concept. It can get out of hand. It's a great card, and same as when you're working in conjunction with the Boros, all the the other Boros charms that you're going to get in there, and other effects that you're going to try and do. This creature alone looks like you could definitely take over a game, and it's just going to make your creatures bigger as well. It's going to make the Yearling a 3-3, 4-4, because it's red and white. It's going to be a 4-4. Goblin Guide's going to become in a 3-3, when you get this day. It's going to put a lot of pressure on. So let's get to the spells. So we're going to start off with the Acolyte's Reward. It's 4 of them. It's one of the first Deflector spells. He does say it's not the best Deflect spell, but it's definitely important to have in the deck, because obviously what's the deck's around, it's a Boros Deflect deck. Acolyte's Reward. Prevent the next damage that would be dealt to target creature's turn, where X is your devotion to white. If damage prevented this way, it deals that much damage to target creature or player. Now, you've got the Boros Reknar can add the devotion, Yearling, the Liege. There's quite a lot of things that will add to the devotion. And obviously we'll get to it a bit later, but there obviously is an Ajani Vengeant as well that could add to devotion. But it's going to run 4 of them. Now, the all-star of the deck is the Deflecting Palm. Red and a white. Next time a source of your choice will do damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. It deals that much damage to that source's controller. Absolutely brilliant. It's a really strong card, this one. I can see it in this deck. He also mentioned as well that one time he attacked with a hasty Emrakul and he got Deflecting Palm, and it's just dirty. There's a lot of Emrakuls in Modern, and there's a lot of big creatures. So Deflecting Palm can definitely do you some damage just for 2 mana as well. Instant speed, bang them straight to the head. So we also run 2 of Divine Deflection. That's an X spell. Can cost a bit this one, but it prevents the next X damage that be dealt to your permanent you control's turn. When it's prevented this way, it deals that much damage to target creature or player again. So obviously more situational, but you can obviously prevent what you like with this card. You know, it's pretty sweet as well. So we get on to our next card. We're going to go to the Boros Charms. Runs 2 of Boros Charms. Deals 4 damage to target player or permanent controller indestructible, which is also very good. And maybe you want to give something double strike. You know, you want to. The things are all big. Just quick double strike. It's a good, you know, great instance charm. Great instant spell, Boros Charm. I really like Boros Charm. On to the next one. These are Lightning Helix, red and a white. 3 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 3 life. Obviously, if you've got like the Balefly Liege out, you know, this potentially is going to do 6 damage and you're going to gain 6 life. You know, that's pretty dirty for 2 mana. That is, you know, that's pretty dirty to me. You know, a lot of damage, a lot of life gain. Brilliant, that's what I say. Right, so we're going to go. He runs 4 Planeswalkers as well. Ajani Vengeance. 2 red and a white for this. Comes in with 3 loyalty counters. The +1 is target permanent doesn't untap during the next controller's untap step. The -2 is 3 damage to target creature or player and you gain 3 life. And the -7, if you ever get to the lovely 7, you destroy all lands that target player controls. Now, there's not a single opponent in the world that's going to like you multiple in that, but the other 2 permanents, you know, other 2 modes, sorry, are pretty good as well. So that's pretty good. I love Ajani Vengeance. It goes well with the deck as well. The land base, I'll flash up the lands now. It's got like mixture of fetch lands, arid mesas, sacred foundry, wooded foothills, mountains, couple of plains, and some sacred foundries. And from the new card from Kaladesh as well, 4 of Inspiring Vantage. So yeah, mate, this deck is really cool. I really like it. I haven't got it in card form. I've been missing quite a few cards, but I'd love to try and put this deck together, maybe on MTG or something like that. You know, it just looks like really fun. I'd probably have to budget the lands up. It'd be awkward for me because I've got a lot of the expensive cards in card form and a lot of the non-expensive cards on MTG. It's quite, you know, for me to put it together, I'd love to see it in action. It'd be really fun to see. So we're going to go to the sideboard. It's got, as you can see from the sideboard, it's got, you know, sideboards are always up for debate, but this is what our Sunrun's gone. It's got lightning bolts, obviously want to do a bit more damage, Manatize, Vanderblast. Vanderblast deals with artifacts, wear and tear, artifact and enchantment removal, an extra Boros Charm in case you want that, some rest in pieces, good against graveyard decks, Stony Silent to stop all the artifacts, and a couple of Wall of Omens. Just as it said, like maybe you want to get a bit more defensive, you can draw a card of it as well, which is great about, you know, Wall of Omens, and it's a big 0-4 blocker. Just in case you know, Goblin Guides aren't good in a matchup, he said, you know, maybe you just want to swap over for some Goblin Guides. But yeah, guys, this was Boros Deflect. But, you know, I must say, there were some amazing decks in this week. Really glad that this series has taken off and everyone's getting in there. We're not getting a great amount of views in it, but we're getting a lot of interaction with decks coming in. So, you know, this is, you know, all the hardcore fans are coming in, putting their decks in. Top guys. Make sure you tell your friends about it. So I want to get everyone involved, you know, and every week we're going to see lots of these fun decks. And maybe next week could be your deck that I showcase. I could showcase all the decks because every deck that I've seen, no, I'm not just saying it, you know, they're all brilliant. There's no deck that was just like, yeah, that's just a net deck. There's nothing like that at all. They're all coming in, everyone's own decks. It's absolutely amazing. So, let's get on to next week's colours. The colours I'm going to go for this week are, it's a dirty colour. We're going Abzan. So, Abzan, it is the black, the white, the green. Abzan, get brewing, whether it be a standard, modern or pauper deck, whatever you want. You know where to send the decks to. You can email me at totalmtg1@gmail.com. The link will be below in the description. Or you can leave your tapped out or whatever link you use in the comments of this video. And I'll be sure to always have a look at them and obviously get back to you. But yeah, Abzan is the colours for next week. So everyone, get brewing. You know, I'll probably see, you know, hopefully I won't see too many Siege Rhinos. I'll Siege Rhino, but, you know, can't blame me for putting Siege Rhino in a deck, but let's get creative. Let's see what we can do, guys. Anyway, this has been all about the brew. I look forward to all your messages and all your emails. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Cheers, guys.